Jai Hind, Namaskar. For the last 600 years, we were under the Islam rule. For 200 years after that was the British rule, and for the last 60 to 70 years under the rule of the communists or the pseudo-seculars. Why do I call them communists and pseudo-seculars? They distorted our history. We were taught in history books about the invaders, about people who invaded our land, who killed our people, who converted our people, our forefathers. But we were never being taught about our heroes. Alauddin Khilji, Jalaluddin Khilji, Akbar, Humayun, Babur, they were made into heroes. But the actual heroes who fought for us, we are, as Hindus, we have to even pay tax, extra tax, just to be Hindus. Our forefathers fought against them, and people who helped, people who led our forefathers, people like Rana Pratap, Rana Sanga, Rana Kumbha, just a footnote here and there. That's it. History was so distorted. We must be the only country in the world where we glorify invaders and actually bring down the people who stood for us, stood for our heritage, stood for our country. It's a weird thing. I don't know what they get out of this, but yeah. And they did that. For the last 60 years, we have fed such nonsense in the name of history. We don't know our real heroes. And I'm here, I wish I can, and I hope I can, tell you guys about the heroes one by one. But there's one hero I want all of you to know about. A hero who was beyond a hero. The only Hindu emperor of India. The only, one and only Hindu emperor of India, Hemu. Now, Hemu was born in a very humble family. He was born in a very humble family in Rajasthan. And he grew up in the ranks, and he became a commander of the Afghan army led by Adil Shah Suri. So he became a Hindu, became a commander of the Afghan army in those days. Can you believe it? He was undefeated in 22 battles, including the Battle of Delhi, wherein he defeated Akbar and crowned himself the Emperor of India. The only Hindu Emperor of India ever to have lived. He was Emperor only for about 28 to 29 days. But he was the Emperor of India, Hindu. The moment he became an emperor, he kept all the Afghan people who were loyal to him. He banned cow slaughter. There will be no taxes on Hindu. And look at, our country would have been such a different country altogether. Now this is where the point where fate plays a role. People say destiny, people say fate. I don't know what it is, but now when he defeated Akbar's army in the Battle of Delhi, Akbar's advisors told him to run away to Kabul because there was no way he could defeat him. But there was one amongst in Akbar's army who was also working as a local guardian to Akbar after Humayun's death, Bairam Khan, who said, no, let's give him one last fight. And Hemu and Akbar's army, they met in the Battle of Panipat. Within 17 to 18 minutes, the battle was done and dusted. Akbar's forces were running all over, and Hemu's army was winning the battle hands down. Now, Akbar and Bairam Khan, they were about 4 kilometers away from the battle. They were not in the battle. They had told their people, you go fight, we'll watch. But Hemu, being him, being the fact that he's a daredevil and the courage that he could emancipate, he was actually leading his men atop an elephant. Akbar's army were running helter-skelter. Now here's where fate plays a role. One arrow. Nobody in history knows who shot it. A stray arrow from nowhere comes and hits Hemu in the eye when he's on top of his elephant, charging, leading his men into victory. He could have been 4 kilometers away, right? He could have been 4 kilometers away watching the battle like Akbar and Bairam Khan, but he didn't. He was leading his men from the front, and an arrow hits him in the eye. And he topples over unconscious. Now his men, because at those points in time in that era, people followed the leader. So if the leader is gone, that means they have no hope. So his army, in spite of the fact they were winning, they started running helter-skelter. The battle, which was nearly won, suddenly the tide turned. By one arrow, who nobody knew who shot, hit Hemu in the eye, and Hemu was captured, half dead. A winning battle gone, he was beheaded, and his head was hung for everybody to see. and Akbar became the emperor of India. And history took a different turn. One arrow. Suppose that arrow had not hit him. Think about it. Then there would have been no Akbar, no Jahangir, no Shah Jahan, no Aurangzeb. There would have been no uprising of the Sikhs or the Marathas because they rose up against the atrocities of the Mughals, right? There would have been one Akhand Bharat, one Hindu Rashtra. Everybody happy, everybody cool, one Hindu Rashtra. If that stray arrow had not hit him. But we've not been told this. One, the only Hindu emperor of India. Destiny played his part and we lost a hero. He was beheaded and his head was strung for everybody to see. So these are small incidents in history, small incidents surely, but living ramifications that has changed the course of time. I hope you like this video, and if you have liked this video, I'll come up with more about our unsung heroes and Jai Hind. Namaskar.